Turn the buses around.
You want to take the look.
Folks. Let me do a little house cleaning here. Get y'all up. I haven't got a notification yet, so I know I'm live, but Massive Dynamic ain't told me that I'm live yet. So let me go ahead and get a couple of things in order. Let me see. How do I want to do that? Yeah, let's do this like this and do a Luma. And I hope everybody doing okay. Let's do that like that. Then do this like this and do another Luma. They're like, what are you doing? It's OBS stuff. Luma, squares, inverted. Give it a okay. Now let's test it out. Let's see. And I'm gone. And I'm back. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let me go ahead and get y'all up on the screen so I can see who's saying what. Hope everybody is okay. Let me see. There I am. Okay, now let's get me. Okay, that's my live stream analytics. Good. Let's go home. Did I get a notification? Yeah, there I am. So they saying I'm live. Okay, let's see who we got here. What's up, Zach? Oh, you finally got the notification. Carrie picking on me about some pink torque gear hats, her and Natasha. I ain't paying neither one of them no attention. I just ain't. They may as well, they had better luck asking for fuchsia. It wasn't in my color palette. So y'all believe me, don't you? What's up, Bray J? Big Pontiac. What's going on? Hey, Lanice. I'm glad Lanice, I ain't gonna tell you what the sheriff told me when he came back last night. I don't know. You know, shaking up the little man like that. Come on. Mr. Honeycutt. What's up, K2? Saved and sanctified. Oh, well, give us fuchsia then. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Give me a hot second. Let's see. Come on, thing. Let me see. I'm trying to find the proper thing for Miss Carrie here. I rarely get to use. There it is. survey says, no, I'm sorry. Fuchsia ain't on the list. I'm sorry about that. Oh, you told him to keep quiet. Next time you better slip him a 5-piece or something to make him shut up. Folks, we got a pretty decent lineup here. Now, if you saw my intro video, that what I done, that dang dude at Walmart, well, sir, this line over here, I mean, it's a quick checkout. You can get out of here fast. I said, no, man, I don't work here. I don't work here. You a hater, I'm telling truth. What and truth, you know, until he knife proof, I ain't worrying about him. But well, no, man, I don't work here. You giving me a W-2? No. 5% discount off what I'm buying. No. Then I ain't working here. Well, faster than this. Okay, dude. That's why I told him. All right, tell you what. I'm in the towing bit. What does that have to do with anything? You called for a tow truck, right? Car broke down, you stuck in the mud, got into an accident, whatever, right? Yeah, I drive up in the tow truck, right? Yeah. Pull up, yeah, and hand you the gloves and look at you. And you, what do you give it? Well, load your, man, clear this wreck, load your car up. That ain't my job. That ain't my job. And guess what?
Aha. Aha.
You're right. It's not your job. It ain't my job to ring up this stuff either. Let's go, man. Let's go. I got stuff to do. Let's go. Folks, oh, man, I ain't paying Gary no attention, y'all. Hey, let's go ahead and get this set up because y'all see we're going to pick up to where we left off yesterday. Oh, and thank everybody for being here. Please. Oh, I got 8 likes. I got 9 watching. I got 8 likes. So that's cool. But me and Lanice, I'm telling you, if you give him a 5 spot next time, you'll be all right. But we were talking about last night our cloud watcher. I got some big cloud watchers. I shared it with Carrie last night. I gave her a montage of it. So it's somebody that as soon as I got done, they had a video and they used pretty much, and I know, Zach, you always do, brother, pretty much used what I said verbatim. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. Carrie is right here. She mad at me now, calling me a hater, but I know she ain't gonna fib on me. But what's up, Mac? And it was kind of like, and I'm like, man, and she even said he didn't even try to break it up and blend it in and mix it to his content. He just used you verbatim. I ain't mad, because what they say, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, right? So I ain't even mad. So let me go ahead and get this first one set up where we was leaving off yesterday with this Mustafa Kajabuhawi is true, and we need that dude to at least give you a shout out. He ain't gonna do it. I don't think he gonna. I think if he do, wait, number one, he don't shout out nobody, and don't ask us who we talking about, y'all. Don't even ask. But because I don't want to be one of them channels. I don't want to be that guy, where people want to come to your channel. Send me the link, ninja. I ain't going through all that crap, because I would have to literally dumb myself down for such, and I'm not willing to dumb myself down. So let me go ahead and get screen 2 set up. Let me see if I got it straight right off the bat. And It was verbatim. I mean, just right in line. And I started to leave a comment like, hey, good content, dog, something like that. Well, won't nobody outside looking in, they wouldn't know any better. But just to let him know that I know. Excuse me, y'all. And this DJ Vlad stuff, man, I gotta, see, because I know I'm gonna get diarrhea of the mouth on the DJ Vlad thing. So I'm gonna save that towards the end. I'm gonna get the heavy lifting out of the way first. Now, first, let me get myself out of the way and let me tell y'all who this man is. Oops, wrong me. You see me on the side from when I'm doing the videos. Get out of here, Nick. What's wrong with you? It ain't your turn. Okay. There we go. Now, y'all may ask, who is this cat on the screen? I'll tell you who that is on the screen. To the left is Senator Ted Cruz, my senator here in Texas. The guy on the right is a guy that's been nominated by Joe Biden. He's an attorney. He's nominated to the circuit court. Okay. His name is Mustafa Kazubai, Kasubhai. Okay. He's a lawyer. He served as a United States magistrate judge for the U.S. District Court in the District of Oregon. Okay. And he also served as Lane County Circuit Court judge. Now, dig this. I ain't going to give him everything. I'm just going to hit you with the big parts. He was born in L.A. in a suburb. And he is born in L.A., raised in Canoga Park. His parents are Indian migrants. They migrated here from India, just like y'all Vice President Horizontal Harris. Okay. Now, God dang it. Now I done knocked off my thing. Hold on a second, y'all. Well, no, let me keep going. I'll get my comment section back up here in a second. Let me just give y'all this here. Hit you in the head with this. Now, he went to University of California, Berkeley, and he graduated with a degree in business administration. That kills me how socialists get degrees in business. I guess so they can reverse engineer it, I guess. Now, he got his Juris Doctorate degree at the University of Oregon School of Law. Okay. He started his career doing small civil plaintiffs and whatnot. And he even opened his own practice. And Side Road Joe wants him to be the man. Yeah, the commie. That's him. Now, listen. Now I got two pieces. They're both short. You know, they're not long. They're not 10-minute long pieces. Listen at the response that he gives to the questions, to the stuff that he wrote. He wrote it. It's his own writing. It's not like we're a puff piece from somebody else. It's what you wrote.
But Nick, maybe he forgot about it. Maybe he forgot what he said, or he didn't mean it, and he was just trying to appease a special organization or group because they were donors or something.
Well, Lil Sheriff, if he sell out on that small level, what will he do if he make it to the district? Let's play him, y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Judge Katsubai, I think your fellow nominees owe you a debt of gratitude because many Biden nominees have been extreme, but your record is so far out of the mainstream that you have attracted virtually all of the questions. I was particularly intrigued by your statement to Senator Blackburn that you said you are not, in fact, a Marxist. And then you said, and I wrote it down, I have not praised Marxist ideas. Now, as you know, in law, there is the fact of evidence. And so let's go to something you wrote, an article that is entitled Centralized Property Theory, in which you wrote, it begins, it's on the front page of your law school newspaper.
On the front page of his law school newspaper, okay? And this, well, you see the date of this. This was October the 4th. This was 5 days ago.
You write, quote, intimate knowing, the lovers kissed, familiar and ever exciting, passionate transcendence. Beyond the physical exhilaration lies a burning light in our limbs, our hearts. Floating, flying, falling in every direction, amorphous and wonderful, time-stretching, space-curving, exquisitely explosive eros. And yet I timidly tremble every time. Now, somehow this is about property, which is not immediately evident as to why, but later in the article you write, you say, property is not simply a relationship between an owner and an object of ownership. Property is primarily a complex relationship between people and secondarily regards the objects people exploit. Historically, three paradigms have dominated European notions of property. Locke appealed to the notion that labor points to who has the right to exploit property. Bentham relied on utility to dictate who has rights based on how the property is exploited. And Marx was plainly disgusted with the alienation that property imposed and its establishment of an us and them and haves and have-nots. Each theory alone denies important components of human experience. Among them are the ability to work, the need for personal privacy and boundaries, and uniquely diverse desires which spin us all in differing life directions. However, the process towards integrating all three may provide a framework for relationships that enhances each unique self. The aspiration towards intimate knowing, the intimate knowing of oneself and others, is a creative struggle towards redefining property. What the hell does that mean?
Senator, when I was preparing and reviewing my materials for this hearing and for the process, I also have to admit that that writing was far from clear.
Before I go any further, let me say this, and it ain't gonna take but a handful of seconds. Go ahead and call me a bigot, call me a whatever you want. I don't think that anyone reared in the culture of a non-American country, I don't care what color you are, if you are reared in a culture from another country that differs strategically and politically and religiously from ours, you should not be in a position where you hold sway to call guilty or innocent over the lies of people, of Americans born and reared in an American system. Yes, I said it. Onward.
Articulate, and the poetry was definitely not good. Now, Senator, I don't make...
Do you believe we need to have a creative struggle towards redefining property, which is what you were advocating for?
That was something that I wrote 30 years ago, Senator, and in the course of just exploring law school and the ideas that came with...
Okay, so your flirtations with Marxism were 30 years ago, so let's go more recent. In 2020, you gave us...
See, he passed it off. Well, it's 30 years ago. Okay. Let me hit you with something that you said 3 years ago. Ted Cruz, he should know Ted Cruz be well prepared.
Speech entitled Reflections on Equity and Privilege, and you said, quote, first, the world is wide enough for all of us. Privilege derives its power from the belief in scarcity of money, natural resources, food, and power itself. The desire to control it all drives privilege. I want to suggest to you that equity, the idea of equity, rejects this model of scarcity. Now, that's Marxism in 2020. What did that mean?
I've never considered that to be Marxist, Senator. It's the idea that equal access, and in the context of the work that I do here... So
there is no scarcity, there are no property rights. Equity gives everyone an entitlement to each other's property. Is that right?
Not at all. And in the context of the work that I do on the bench, Senator, when you look at my record for all of these 16 years, you will find that I have upheld the Constitution and our case precedent.
Okay, well, let's turn to something else you wrote in the Wisconsin Women Law Journal. Again,
Boy, and Cruz, he just lets you dig a hole. The best thing to do is just obfuscate, deny, and try to slide past him. But I guess he about ready to find out today.
and this is your writing. The name of the article is Destabilizing Power and Rape, Why Consent Theory and Rape Law Has Turned on Its Head. You cited Professor Catherine McKinnon, who argued, quote, sexuality itself is a power web in which heterosexual relations per se are infused with violence and control, and, quote, most intercourse is rape. Now, her views are extreme.
Most intercourse is grape. So I'm looking at all these grapists in my comment section, in my chat. This is who Biden has sent up, who he's sitting trying to get him nominated. Biden is trying to get this guy confirmed. Wrap your head around that.
And yet, and when Senator Blackburn asked you about them, here at the hearing, when you want to be confirmed, you try to distance yourself from them. But here's what you wrote in the article. You embrace those views. You wrote, quote, I employ the view that rape is sex in order to focus on the significance of consent and rape law. The Sex Act is a violation per se without consent. In order to properly align the consent doctrine in rape law with consent in other areas of law, non-consent must be presumed.
Non-consent must be presumed. I wonder if he applies that to his mom and dad that are married and they gave birth to him. No, Prince. He's Indian. I read off his bio and whatnot. He's Indian. He got Indian mom and dad, and he's from California. Raised by his Indian mom, Indian dad, and UC Berkeley and college and law school in Eugene, Oregon. Oh, and how he talking about property rights? Guess what state has squatters' rights that this guy was a district court of? If you said Oregon, if you said Oregon, boys and girls, then you are correct. Oregon has squatters' rights, and this guy that's sitting here on the mercy seat was the district court judge for Oregon. And this is who Side Row Joe is putting up trying to get him confirmed. Oh yeah, and well, now look, Carrie, don't incriminate yourself. Plead the fifth, okay? Because I don't want them to come get and try to charge you for the wrath of grapes, wrath of the grapes. You know, they can't confirm this dude. Oh, they gonna try. You better believe it. And the thing is, he can't say it because Ted is using his words that he's written in different puff pieces over his career while he was a judge. While he was a judge. How is it? It's called squatters' rights. I'm serious, Prince. It's really a thing. I wish it wasn't, but it is. And Oregon is one of those states that have squatters' rights. And he was judge in Oregon. So how many people how many people did he preside in front of, and he tell them that they didn't have the right to kick the squatters out of their own house? Anyway, let's go some more. We almost done here. We're almost at the end of the rope.
Do you believe that is a mainstream view, that heterosexual sex is rape?
Senator, in that article, I was exploring different ideas and theories, and I was employing the hypothetical that you've just described to try to tease.
What's up, Battle? What's up, Conspiracy, bro? Let me walk him back here because he choked him with this one.
Mainstream view that the view that rape is sex in order to focus on the significance of consent and rape law. The Sex Act is a violation per se without consent. In order to properly align the consent doctrine in rape law with consent in other areas of law, non-consent must be presumed. Do you believe that is a mainstream view that heterosexual sex is rape?
Senator, in that article, I was exploring different ideas and theories, and I was employing the hypothetical that you've just described.
How do you hypothetically have sex where both parties agree? What's hypothetical about that? Hypothetically? Yeah, thank you. There you go. Yes or no? So basically, dude, either it's yes or no. I wonder if like I said, I wonder if he asked his parents that conceived him, his mom and dad. Mom, did you grape daddy while he was asleep? He woke up and you was motherfucking him? What the F, bruh? Your guess is as good as mine, B2. Your guess is as good as mine. You can't separate no, you can't. You can try, but you'll fail.
Hypothetical that you've just described to try to tease out a particular issue with respect to consent. With respect to your last question.
So you also quoted Professor McKinnon, who wrote, quote, "Sexuality is to feminism what work is to Marxism." Let me ask you again, what does that mean?
Senator, I was summarizing different theories that people were presenting, so that way I could explain them and then employ an analysis with respect to the issue of what consent was in the context of sexual assault back in 30 years ago.
I think your views are far.
He said 30 years ago. Why is he talking 30 years ago when you just said this 3 years ago? We had word salad. You said this 3 years ago, dude. What are you talking about?
Back in 30 years ago.
I think your views are far, far out of the mainstream.
Senator Welch.
He's Indian. I read his club. I read his mini bio at the beginning. Raised in California, to Indian parents who they migrated here from India. They brought their religion and their culture with them. His words, not mine. He went to University of Berkeley, California for business, and he went to University of Oregon for law. But anyway, man, look here. Word salad, that is the correct word right there. Word MF and salad. Let me go ahead and get the next one on deck here. Think about it. This is who Side Row Joe is putting up for a vote that he's trying to get to the circuit court. This is who he's trying to get on the circuit court. Huh? Because, you know, the president, the one makes the president is the one that picks, picks the people. And all I got on that, I got two things.
Man, this is some bullshit.
And just when you think you've seen it all,
The world ain't what it seems, is it, Gunny?
it sure the hell ain't. The world ain't never what it seems. Let's get this next one here. I'm telling y'all. How many now? Oops, no, that's the one from the dude that got shot last night. We ain't going through that again. God dang it, I got the wrong. Okay, let me see. What? Did I pick the wrong one? I sure did. Yeah, we ain't going through that one again with this clown. He asked asked for. Hey, y'all that was here last night, y'all saw it. He asked for it. This guy asked for it. How you gonna run up and you got a gun and you just got out of and you own paper and run up and then draw the gun on the cops. Draw the gun on the cop with an AR-15. Boy, he won the Darwin Award. But anyway, that's the wrong one. Let me get the. Can we just see when he gets fired up again? He folded like a deck of cards. He just folded. He folded like a notebook, like the notebook you had in the 7th grade. He folded right up. Oh man, that was crazy. Like, dude, what are you doing? Mustafa Kazubahai. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Lindsey Graham. I don't bit more trust Lindsey Grahamnesty than the man in the moon. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay, I found it.
Thank you.
I found it. Let's go ahead and rock. I'm trying to like a trafficking man. I'm telling you, that was crazy. But the thing is, can't nobody make no cry. Who can watch that video that I showed y'all last night and say that them cops was way lenient with this guy. Way lenient. He walking around with a gun. Y'all seen it, but they didn't drop him until he pointed it at him. Then they dropped his ass like a bad habit. He asked for it. That's the way I see it. He asked for it.
But Nick, maybe he's one of those newly reformed prison guys that get out and they become great men and leaders of their community.
No, Sheriff, I don't think he fits that bill. Anyway, hold what you got, Sheriff. Onward. Let's go, Senator.
Mr. Chairman, Judge Casabai, I'm looking at an order you issued as a magistrate judge here requiring the use of...
They using his own writings. He said, tell the sheriff to go to his room. Well, no. Well, he asked for it and he got it. You right, Lenise. He asked for it. And man, these guys are look, man, they bring in your stuff. They gonna dig. They got people that work under them, and they gonna dig and find the stuff that you deliberated on and how you judged and sent people to jail or took people's property or took people's money.
Pronouns in your court.
Pronouns. Here we go. Now, here the killer part. This man was born in hold on a second. He was born in 1970. He was born in 1970. I'm older than he is. Not a lot, but I'm old. I'm still older than he is. This guy is on this he, him, shim crap.
Judge here requiring the use of pronouns in your court. Do you require the use of pronouns, the declaration of one's pronouns in your court?
Senator, that may be referring to perhaps a trial management order or a scheduling order of some kind?
Yeah. No, it's a statement. You issued it. Here it is.
It's an invitation for people to identify their pronouns and or their honorifics.
Well, I'm looking at your requirement that you issued to all people in your court. You say, quote, when you introduce yourself in a meeting, you should say, my name is Judge Blank and my pronouns or blank. Is that right?
Senator, those were not requirements or rules. Those were suggestions and
They were suggestions.
Those were suggestions and invitations for people to use.
And you also, in your directive, you say, quote, I'd like counsel to introduce themselves giving your full name and your honorific, such as Ms., MS period, Mix, or Mr., not Mrs. And if your client will be making an appearance, I ask you to please introduce them to the court by giving me their full name and their honorific, such as Ms., MS period, Mix, or Mr. End quote. Is that right?
Senator, it's not a directive. Again, it's an invitation for people to introduce themselves.
Invitation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm looking at an article from the Oregon State Bar Bulletin from May of.
Yeah, he is. He trying to keep from laughing. He's trying to keep from laughing. Man, he got him. I mean, dudes, this is your writing. You wrote this. You wrote it. Yeah, hey, Reg, I'm older than he is. He born in 70. I'm older than he is, but he look older than me. Yeah, he wrote, he ought to be, he should say, excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry, but this is just comical.
2021. And I want to read one of your quotes. Quote, we have to set aside conventional ideas of proof. Let me say that again. We have to set aside conventional ideas of proof, you said, when we are dealing with the personal and interpersonal work of equity, division, and inclusion. As a judge, I can appreciate the challenge of employing a different mode for understanding truth than that which most lawyers are accustomed to in our work, end quote. Did you write that?
That is a quote from that article.
So when we're dealing with equity, diversity, and inclusion, we should set aside conventional ideas of proof. Is that right?
In the larger context of interpersonal and personal relationships, the idea of being able to have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, but you didn't talk about a conversation. You said proof.
It's in the context of having a conversation with somebody about the issue of their background and their experience.
So when the issue is equity, diversity, or inclusion, we should have a different set of proof. Is that right?
When it comes to the space in which people have interpersonal relationships with one another, the idea of respecting and dignifying each other with their experiences is an important part of.
So all issues have one set of proof, which has been handed down by our state Supreme Courts, our U.S. Supreme Court, except you think we ought to have a different set of proof when equity, diversity, and inclusion are at issue. Is that right?
In all of my years on the bench, Senator, I have applied the law, the rules of evidence, the case precedent.
Let me move on. I'm looking at the notes you gave us from a speech you made in February 7, 2020. It's entitled Speech Reflections on Equity and Privilege to the Oregon Blacks in Government. You wrote, quote, white, male, straight people allow privilege to remain in place, close quote. Did you say that? Did you write that?
Without looking at the specific speech here.
You turned it in.
Well, if that's on the piece of paper, Senator, then I have no reason to disagree.
You also wrote, quote, privilege is incredibly similar to narcissistic personality disorder, close quote. Did you write that?
Whoa. Okay. Man, if this guy gets nominated, man, we're toast. We are freaking toast.
Without looking at everything in the context of that statement, it appears correct.
Okay. You wrote, quote, the identity of Muslims also need to be normalized in a country that is so deeply Islamophobic. Did you write that?
Now you see why I said there is no way that that anyone of any color, I don't care if you white, I don't care if you black, if you dark, if you Negroid, Caucasoid, Mongoloid, and you were not born and reared in the American system, you were reared in a foreign country system and a religion that is not, and y'all know me, I'm agnostic. I'm not a religion person of religion at all. But I know I'm in the minority. There is no way a man that was raised as an Indian should be presiding over American culture. No way this man should be presiding over American culture. So you're Islamophobic. Yes, I'm fair. I am fair. I give it out from the left and the right. I punch eat both sides. Cause I mean, they was telling me to throw in the towel. I was beating up Mitch McConnell and Jeff Flake, you know, and Susan Murkowski, 3 Republicans. I was beating them to death. Y'all throw in the towel. Y'all threw it in and I kicked the towel out the ring and kept punching them. But dude, this is not an Islamic country. This is not an Islamic-based country. Is Islam here? Yeah, they're so anti-Islamic that they got mosque all over the place. My home state of Michigan got mosque all over the place. They're so Islamophobic that yes, I did. I did lose it that day, Club. I had to reel myself in. I was at the edge, but my apologies to anybody that had to suffer that day. I was hot, but we're not based on the tenets of Islam in the United States. Can you practice it? Sure you can. There's mosque all over the place. But for him to sit here and say this, dude, what? No, sir, no. Yeah, and look what they done ripped the UK and France apart. What's that? Is it Sweden or one of them now that they're reversing their immigration system? That one's in my queue as well. No, he ain't even deny it. No. So this man right here, so as long as you get up there and you come here, no matter if you right or wrong, the only thing whoever on the other side gonna be able to just pull one of these. That's it. And you're gonna be like, I thought this was America. If you in front of this guy, you're screwed. You're screwed. The Constitution means nothing to him. Even though he's saying he uphold the Constitution. I don't remember nothing about no he, him pronouns and all this other crap in the damn No, I call it the religion of pieces, as in blown to pieces.
Quote, the identity of Muslims also need to be normalized in a country that is so deeply Islamophobic. Did you write that?
Senator, I did. And what I'd also like to clarify is that in the context of my work on the bench, I have treated everybody equally without regard to their background.
Sorry, I just want to get through this. I'm going to run out of time. You also wrote, quote, I am disappointed about the way in which the founding fathers of this country perpetuated inequity, close quote. Did you write that?
Bruh. See, we can pick at the founding father stuff. Know this, we're not from India. We're from here. Get this man out of here. Yeah, Zach, we're from here. So how can you say you'll uphold the Constitution and you'll do this, that, and other, yet and still, what's up, Chef? Yet and still, you're going to put in writing. You're going to put it in writing.
Founding fathers of this country perpetuated. You also wrote, quote, I am disappointed about the way in which the founding fathers of this country perpetuated inequity, close quote. Did you write that?
In the context of the issue of slavery, that was something that I'd been considering.
Hey, y'all, in the context of slavery. Now, hey, was there slavery in India? Was the Silk Road, did it go through India? Did this, the steps, the Slav, because slave and Slav, did it go through from Pakistan through to India to get to the Indian Ocean, to the ships, to make that to make the trek around the bottom end to Portugal, so they can keep coming further, going further west? Or is he raised from a different India? Because that's the only, and I ain't talking Indiana, because Indiana and India is two totally different things. I mean, so is that girl sitting behind him, his daughter? I have no idea. Just wondering if he graped her mother to make her. I have no idea. Because he's dark. So, I mean, so look at him. Look at his skin tone. You know what class that his parents had to come from in India? Just by his skin tone. I'm not being funny. I'm being serious. And this is who Biden wants to preside over American citizens.
Notes you gave us from a speech on May 17th, 2023. Does race matter? You said, quote, does race matter? Hell yes, close quote. You know that T-shirt at the Saturday markets, the one that says something like love, see no color, and it has all the colors of the rainbow all over it, and it's like a tie-dye shirt. Well, the first time I saw it, I said, how sweet. Then I got angry. If love doesn't see color, then I don't have allies, close quote. Did you say that?
Yes, and that was to explain.
No, yes, and that was this year. That was this year, not 20 years ago, not 30 years ago. That was.
How sweet. Then I got angry. It has all the colors of that T-shirt. You said, quote, you gave us from a speech on May 17th, 2023.
May 17th, 2023. He said this year. So he can't say, well, he said that 30 years ago. I mean, when he was 20 years old. Cut him some slack. I ain't going to sit there and tell you I ain't say no dumb SHIT when I was 20. I ain't say a lot. I may have said some misinformed stuff, but I ain't say no dumb stuff. Because at 20 years old, I'd already been in the Army 3 years and was about ready to make sergeant. So my dumb shit phase was cut short in life. I didn't have a whole bunch of time. I had to grow up fast because I joined the artillery at 17. So, but bruh, you said this year. The hole keeps getting deeper and deeper. Yeah.
Matter. You said, quote, does
them some sharp ass frames though, y'all, for real. All bull crap aside. I like them frames is kicking. He got some sharp, he got good taste in eyewear and accessories. That's a silk tie. You can see, like I say, when you got the shine, the silk tie, S&S, when you see shine and shadow, it's silk. When you see shadow or just shine, and they're not together, is probably poly, like a poly or cotton or blend or something like that. That's silk. When you see solid and shine, that's silk.
Race matter, hell yes, close quote. You know that T-shirt at the Saturday markets, the one that says something like love, see no color, and it has all the colors of the rainbow all over it, and it's like a tie-dye shirt. Well, the first time I saw it, I said, how sweet. Then I got angry. If love doesn't see color, then I don't have allies, close quote. Did you say that?
Yes, and that was to explain that the work of equity is to help understand where people are coming from, not to ignore who they are.
And you also... Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Can I have 30 more seconds? Judge, you seem to be obsessed with race and sexuality. I mean, you even go so far as to say that...
Ooh, Carrie, I don't know. Let me see if he's married. I still got his bio on the back page here. I don't know. Let me see. Judicial career, nomination for federal district court. It just says personal life in his spare time. He enjoys woodworking, home renovation, and power tools. It don't say whether he's married or not. No, it doesn't say. Because, normally in your bio, it got your born, your age, your education. Oh, he's the first Muslim American federal judge. I should have kept reading down. So that explains his, and his what did he say about about the Muslim thing? He's the first Muslim American federal judge. I should have kept reading. I'll be damned. Well, that kind of explains everything. Don't it? That explains everything. But I don't know. I'll do a scrub and see if he is married, but it ain't showing there. And oh, you just text me a picture of them and his family. Well, let me pull it up and let Mr. Kennedy keep going. I'll email it to myself so I can share it with the folks on the screen.
When race and sexuality and diversity and inclusion are at issue, we need a separate standard of proof in the United States federal judiciary. How are litigants going to be able to trust you?
Senator, that's not what I've said. There is no different standard.
It's bigger than Dallas. I read it to you.
When you look
turned in these documents. I didn't go looking for them.
When you look
proud of it.
As anyone who reviews my record on the bench,
I have
thousands of cases.
I'm going to let you finish responding, and your time has expired, but go ahead.
The rule of law is an absolute for me. The work that I have done on the bench over the last 16...
That's not what you say.
The work that I've done on the bench...
But that's not what you say.
Judge, finish your sentence.
The work that I've done on the bench in ruling over all the people's cases that have appeared in front of me from all backgrounds, of all faiths, you'll find that I have upheld the rule of law and upheld the precedent of our Constitution and our Supreme Court and the Ninth Circuit.
Well, if the chairman would give me time, I could go through the cases and prove that that's not the case.
Senator,
I just don't see how you can be a fair-minded judge.
Senator Booker.
I'm not being mean, but let me ask you this. And I ain't asking you to. I ain't asking nobody to out themselves. I wouldn't do that. Y'all know Big Boy don't get down like that. Would you want to be deal in anything court-based in front of this judge of matters of American style matrimony or anything like this being judged by a Muslim judge in the United States. Not a Catholic judge, not a Christian judge, not a Baptist, Southern Baptist, Protestant. No. Muslim, as in Islam. Let me pull up this picture. Give me a hot second, y'all. That
The title of this video is not.
Shut up. I was watching a J2 Cents video where they is doing a cooling loop on a compact computer, small frame computer. Okay, email. Where's my email? There it is. Okay, inbox. And hello? Where you at? Give it to me. Y'all, this makes no sense. I just sent it to myself. Where is it at? Come on now. Don't do this to me. Are you kidding me? Let's try it again, Miss Carrie. Dum-da-dum. 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 Picture. Share. Email. Let me see. Yeah. Sin. Thing stop messing. There it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here it is. Save as. Judgy Wudgy. Yeah. Open. Folder. Let me see. Move it over. Get that out of the way. Back on here. Fire up the screen. Bang. Thank you, Carrie. She don't look Indian. Huh. Well, I'll be down. Carrie, maybe that's his kid's school teacher. If you're a white man in front of this guy, you are toast. You don't even need to say anything else. Finish that statement. Dude, y'all. I got nothing. We're going to move on to the next piece, y'all. We're going to move on to the next piece. Thank you, Lady Dunmars. Thank you. He graping the mess. Yeah, I wonder should we ought to be able to ask her, because it was 2 kids there, right? It's 2. Did he grape them? Did he grape that woman that's standing there? If you in front of this man, you're screwed. You're screwed. Okay? Okay. Now let me go ahead and find the next story. 3,500 illegals. This is all Carrie's fault. Y'all know that, right? Right? Oh, yeah. And the story, the one I was gonna run it, Massive Dynamic removed, because I already had it queued up. When I was booting everything up, was going to lead off with that one. Massive Dynamic said this video is no longer available. The channel was removed for community violations. So the channel that I was going to show this deal on, it's gone. It's gone. Gone overnight. So I'll use these two videos that I got here. One's 2 minutes and 15 seconds. The other one's 3 minutes. Migrants dropped off in El Cajon. See, because it was a person, Massive Dynamic said no. Yeah, it was two girls. It looked like two girls. The Immaculate Conception. Okay. You know, what? What? I don't think Lil Jon ready for that one. Snappy fingers, do the step. You can do it all by yourself. Everybody go, hey. Everybody go, hey. Snappy fingers, do the step. You can do it all by yourself. Everybody just. What? Migrants dropped off at El Cajon. I watched the video that I was going to run where the guy was talking to say, look, they ain't say nothing. There's 7. He was saying there's 7 camps, dry drop camps, and El Cajon, California is one of them. He was explaining, showing documents and everything. This was last night when I was looking at it. I left it queued up because I don't shut my computer off. It stays on 24/7. The only time I shut it off is if I have something I got to do. There's an update or something like that to something I got. And it's gone. I should have damn recorded the thing, but then I would have recorded it and then used it in the stream, and Massive Dynamic would have pinged my channel. Probably. But anyway, let's run it, folks. Run it.
The border, but to see.
Okay. I like that remix of Snap Your Finger with E40 in them in it. Talking about Patron. He drank. I don't even drink, but I know what Patron is. Okay, y'all, here we go.
Now to a developing story. The Border Patrol agents have been dropping off another group of migrants at a bus station in El Cajon. It follows reports of shelters filling to capacity since last Friday. Over 640 people were left scattered at bus stations from the East County all the way to Oceanside. We spoke with County Supervisor Jim Desmond about this situation, and here's what he had to say. San Diego residents are used to seeing Border Patrol agents detaining migrants attempting to cross the border, but to see Border Patrol agents dropping migrants off is something new. County Supervisor Jim Desmond says the county government has been caught off guard by the numbers of asylum seekers being dropped off at transit centers.
They're not asylum seekers. There's global laws. There's laws on seeking asylum. If you're persecution, you're escaping violence and persecution, you are supposed to apply for asylum in the very first non-aggressor country that you come to. Example, Vietnam War, right? We got Vietnam, we got Cambodia, we got Thailand. Right? Thailand wasn't supporting them, but Cambodia. So let's say you in Vietnam, you're Vietnamese and you got on your sampan. You can go straight through Cambodia because Cambodia was an aggressor as well, and go straight across. But once you got to Burma, you're supposed to apply for asylum. See, you're not supposed to go through Honduras, through El Salvador, then through Mexico to the United. No, when you left Venezuela, you were supposed to stop in Honduras and apply for asylum. If denied, you have papers. Then you get to go from Honduras to El Salvador. To El Salvador. Yeah. And then apply in El Salvador. Because El Salvador isn't fighting with Venezuela. But if they were, then you keep going to Mexico. That's the way the law works. This ain't Uno. You don't get to skip Honduras, El Salvador, and Mexico and come straight here and say, I am here. That's not how this works. That's not how this works.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
But that's what they're doing.
Almost, including for the last 3 days, almost 650 migrants seeking asylum have been dropped off in San Diego County.
Desmond says the County Board of Supervisors agree the federal government needs to step up to address the immediate needs of these people desperate enough to flee their own countries.
What resources are they giving them? Are they giving them money? Are they giving them hotel vouchers? They're not. They're not giving them anything. And this is the Border Patrol. They basically go from Border Patrol hands to the streets.
The Border Patrol released this statement in part saying, CBP works diligently to ensure that releases are conducted in a safe manner and that all non-citizens released.
Ain't that something? Damn, even as a legal man, this single mama. That's a damn shame. Boy, look at here.
All non-citizens released from custody are provided essential support upon release and may access transportation to continue to their destinations.
I really feel
to their destinations, so they already have spots plotted out for them?
sorry for the people that are being dropped off. I mean, a lot of them have journeyed for a long, long ways. They made it, they made it across the border, and now we're just dropping them at transit centers.
Supervisor Desmond says the county normally has 600 beds set aside to house those who are awaiting their asylum court date. But the supervisor says currently those beds are all full.
We've already got a very strong homeless problem already, and then to just have hundreds more dumped onto the system.
All right, still.
All right, now hold on a second. Hold on a quick second. Let me get this. Let me hit you in the head with this one. Yeah, there it is.
This morning, El Cajon has seen an influx of people experiencing homelessness, and the way it's happening isn't sitting well with the mayor.
Many are using vouchers to stay in hotels there, and at least 2 motels are fully.
Where are they getting the vouchers from? Where are they getting the vouchers from?
Occupied by people experiencing homelessness.
Wait a minute. I know what the judge said that we was just talking about. As soon as he graduated law school.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Yeah, that's it. Let's go.
CBS 8's Chris Groh joining us live from El Cajon this morning to explain what the mayor there is saying about all of this. Chris.
And a bit of a war of words, if you will, concerning this issue of those who are unsheltered in El Cajon and where they're residing. Again, the mayor, Bill Wells of El Cajon, is stating and alleging that the county is secretly giving unsheltered individuals hotel vouchers for El Cajon, or just secretly bringing them here via sheriff deputies. Now, he claims.
Wow. Wow. Ain't that something? I'm telling you, your own people, the evil white man is throwing you under the bus.
that the county is secretly giving unsheltered individuals hotel vouchers for El Cajon, or just secretly bringing them here via sheriff deputies. Now, he claims there's been no communication and no effort in the past several months to help El Cajon, as well as try to shift the burden to other cities. Now, according to the city of El Cajon, out of about 1,000 hotel rooms in the city, 185, according to them, are being occupied using those homeless vouchers from the county. However, in a statement from Supervisors Joel Anderson and Nathan Fletcher from the county, both the supervisors say, quote, of the 121 individuals using vouchers at El Cajon motels and hotels, roughly 64% of them are from El Cajon and approximately 94% of them are from East County. They then go on to state that 30% of the individuals exiting the program actually move into permanent housing. Then there's also this. Back in May, there was a homeless encampment on Magnolia here in El Cajon. It was cleaned up, and it was reported, CBS 8 reported, hotel vouchers were passed out. In fact, at last count, about more than 100 were accepted. So therefore, it begs the question, did the mayor not know the vouchers were given out today? We asked him. Are you claiming that you didn't know that those individuals were given homeless vouchers at that time to be used here in El Cajon?
No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is,
what are you saying then, dog?
that can't account for the number of people that are here. And we have enough problems with our own homeless population. We don't need to add to the homeless population by bringing people from throughout the county and bringing them to our location.
And here is a statement from Supervisor Joel Anderson, again, represents the East County. Quote, to say that the county is secretly using El Cajon as a dumping ground is misinformed. In the future, I believe our shared constituents would be better served if we worked together rather than through press conferences. And again, that being from Supervisor Joel Anderson. We also heard from Supervisor Nathan Fletcher. And again, there seems to be two differing viewpoints here. The county saying that a large amount of those who are using vouchers in El Cajon were from that homeless encampment that was cleaned up and that was over there on Magnolia. And then you have the city who says that the county is secretly giving out vouchers. So we do try to see if we will get further clarification from both sides here, but you can read more about what the county supervisors had to say by going to CBS8.com and clicking on that story link. Reporting in El Cajon, I'm Chris Groh for CBS 8.
Woman killed by friends while fleeing Walmart shoplifting spree. No. Deportation flights to Venezuela to start soon. Ooh, and it's only 1 minute and 49 seconds long. Let's check it out. Then we go into LaVar Ball sitting up there with Vlad. Don't puss out white savior. Yeah. Oh, and Prince Revolver. Look, a busload of Karens make anybody leave. I'm born in this bitch. I'm leaving. I ain't dealing with no busload of no damn Karens. I can deal with 2 Karens at a time. Yeah, U.S. in tough position as multiple wars erupt. Man, no, the U.S. put ourselves in a tough position. New evidence may link Gabrielle Hansen to white supremacy. Who is Gabrielle Hansen, y'all? I ain't gonna click it. Y'all tell me who Gabrielle Hansen is. To white supremacy. Black vote policy. Johnny Somali. Dueling rallies break out across the U.S. after Hamas attacks Israel. Let me tell you, I don't even care. Anyway, let's do this minute and some change. Deportation flights to Venezuela start soon. Then we're going to go ahead and get with Vlad TV.
After a record surge at the southern border, the Biden administration announced plans to begin deporting Venezuelan migrants once again. The latest announcement from the Department of Homeland Security specifically targets those who enter the U.S. illegally. Caroline Elliott.
They all entered the U.S. illegally. What the target those that entered illegally? They all entered illegally. What are you talking about?
Man, this is some bullshit.
Joins us live in El Paso, Texas, with more from the Department of Homeland Security. Caroline.
Well, Don, at the time we're seeing a record number of migrants crossing the border. We're told that deportation flights Venezuela will begin again shortly. According to Customs and Border Protection, Venezuelans are by far the largest single group crossing the border right now. In fact, CBP data shows us that more than 200,000 Venezuelans have crossed the border since the beginning of this year. For years now, the U.S. stopped regular deportations to Venezuela because of the strained diplomatic relationship between the U.S. and the Venezuelan government. But on Thursday, DHS announced the Venezuelan government agreed to accept the return of its citizens. The announcement comes after the U.S. reported the highest monthly total of border crossings on record. City leaders in El Paso tell us Venezuelans are coming to the United States with very few resources and are asking for more help from the city.
We had a large population that was coming through that was Venezuelan nationality, and they came with different issues that we hadn't seen before. The vast majority were unsponsored, so they had no means to get to where they were going. And so what we're doing differently is we set up hotel systems. We're operating up to 9 hotels. We have 2 emergency shelters set up that's also housing migrants on a nightly basis.
As of right now, it's unclear exactly how often these deportation flights to Venezuela will happen. Don.
Okay, so let me get Vlad and LaVar Ball set up. This is a damn shame. While I'm setting it up, man, you got a black man that come out here and then ran his boys into the NBA machine. I think 2 of them. I don't know. I think what was it, LaMelo and something like that. Some other one that's in the game. We got a lot of Guatemalans here in Texas. A shitload of them. And the Salvadorians, Guatemalans, the Mexicans don't like the natural born Mexicans here. They don't like them. You got to get the fuck out of here, Disease ridden, unfunded. What's up, bruh? Let me get this LaVar Ball one set up here. Now, let me see where to go. Let me get it. Right. Okay. But look, now, out of all people, you want to mess with Shaq. Now, I tell people right off the bat, I'm no fan of Shaq because Shaq, like I said, look, Shaq's media group company that he owns is the ones behind that no vaxing, no vucking. Remember that during the coof with that cinnamon toast crunch boy and all the black male rainbow riders, they just gotta be extra. Or like my grandmama used to say, excre. Why they just a little extra? You mean extra? That's what I said, boy. Don't correct Big Mama. Even though I say Big Mama, my grandmama, my mama's mama is like 5 foot, 110 pounds maybe, with a brick in her pocket. And my grandmama carried a 32 snub nose in her my grandmama carried a pistol. She said it was to shoot snakes. She said the ones that slither and the ones that walk. And but Daddy's mama she's a little taller and a little bigger. Yeah, but I mean, but they were nothing alike. One's white. Oh, and some of y'all know Carrie. Now she's seen a picture of her. One of my grandmother is a white woman, white woman, as in full blown Caucasian woman. I miss that woman dearly. So is one of my aunties, but we've talked about that before. Well, we know. Oh yeah, I got it honest, man. Look here, my she carried a pistol. My granddaddy carried a pistol. My daddy carried a pistol. I carry a pistol, at least one pistol, at least. And at least one pistol. So all right, now this is the interview, but I ain't getting it from Vlad. This is from Flight Sports. And first he started off on Charles Barkley. Then he went on at least, yes, sir. And then he went in on Shaq. So let me do the Shaq one because it's only a minute long. Then I'll do the Charles Barkley one. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and get this in. It's at the edge, but it's more about what he say than anything. Let's go.
And this, like this, Shaq. You're still an employee. Shut your mouth. You don't have a brand. Because the last time I checked, Superman was a white dude with a cape.
He does own a lot of companies. He owns a lot of businesses.
Let me tell you this. You don't own nothing. You partner up. You don't own anything. You have to invest in somebody else's. You have to invest in Papa John's. You have to invest in all this General and all this stuff. That's not your stuff. And you know when you're going to find out? When you ain't the owner? When you leave this earth and it don't go to your family. You're going to be really mad. You know who else going to be mad? Michael Jordan don't own Jumpman.
No.
And this, I'm like,
I feel weird as hell defending Shaq. I do. But I got to stand on the right side. Now, was I railing at him with that no vaccine, no vucking thing? Was I rail? If it was up to me, it wouldn't even be up for debate. If you don't get the shot, you don't get the CV shots and your booster when it comes available, you don't play. You don't play. And I'll put you out. And then in a year, at the end of the year, if you still decide not to take it, then you out. There ain't no shortage of players that want to play in the league. I hit the roof on that. Now you're going to sit here in front of this Eastern European wannabe DJ and clown Shaq. Yeah, he did. He made his own and won. But here's the thing. He knows that because Shaq made his own shoe before LaVar did. Shaq made his own shoe. I'll play it again, y'all. Shaq made his own shoe before you did. And he made them inexpensive because what did he say? I could have signed it because what? He killed this Reebok deal, right? He killed this Reebok deal so he can have his own shoe because I want kids, I want moms to, because, you know, he has said single mom, and I ain't beating up single mom. Single mom need to buy kids for shoes for their kids too. I ain't hating on them on this one. On this one, I'm not. So here's a shoe that's backed by a household name. So kids in school really much can't clown you too much because even the kids that's wearing Jordans love Shaq. Kids love Shaq. And they're closer to Shaq than they are Jordan because the kids, when Jordan was balling out, they wasn't even born yet. They just know him from seeing highlights and the shoes and all kind of other stuff. But they actually get to see Shaq because Shaq ain't that far removed from the game. Man got them new and ones, and they wasn't a bad looking sneaker. So, and LaVar's own son said that big baller shoe was trash. You love Shaqs. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't even mad. I don't play basketball. I play football. So, yeah, you're right. Stephon Marbury done the exact same thing. Now, out of all the things that you could say about Shaq, because there's a whole bunch of stuff you could say. Well, I just go, well, I mean, shit, well, hell, he he got me there. I mean, I ain't gotta like it, but he telling the truth. But on this, he need to shut up. He partnered in. Who gonna find out when he died? So like when his Shaq died, the money he got in the bank, you saying Papa John's and the Wendy's that he owned, the Wendy's that his franchise stores, they gonna go and raid his bank account and give it to some white kids or something, or to they kids, or keep. No. Whoever Shaq has on his deed and his will and all that other stuff, that's who's gonna get it. They gonna get his submarine sandwich places that he got, his sub shops. They getting his Quiznos. You know, I give him my wife, she's getting this one, that, and other on my thing. This one getting Quizno. Whoever he put on there. Now, if they keep it or dump it, that's on them. That's on them. But dude, where's your franchise? I'm willing to bet you in the bank, I'm willing to bet you Shaq got way more money than LaVar Ball in the bank. That actually shows up on his statement at the end of the month. I'm willing to bet you. Jamal Mashburn's shoes didn't sell well. I had a pair as a child. Smart businessmen invest in others to reduce liability and leverage. See, Irvin, there you go. You talking like a businessman. Oh, that's right. You are a businessman. And once they die, the shares go to the family. Shows how sour and petty this clown is. And that's exactly what he is. He's a sourpuss. Do I agree? Do I call when Shaq be on some dumb bleep? Yes. You always see Shaq going places. Shaq always say Christmas time, you know, we know ain't no Santa Claus, but he spend a gang of money on at Walmart for the kids. For kids all over the place. He got his thing where he went to the Home Depot and was doing paying people's bill. LaVar, you ain't doing none of that stuff. These people, and he ain't asking, he ain't going places where they just in case they just happen to like basketball. No, he just go anywhere and do that crap. Do things like that. That's honorable. That's honorable. But LaVar, how you gonna sit up here and say that about this man when he made the NBA? He made his money. He got his own shoe. I'm willing to bet you, Shaq, so I'm willing to bet you, I can't prove it, but I'm willing to bet you Walmart sold more and ones than LaVar Ball sold Big Baller brand shoes. I'm willing to bet you. I bet you $1 to a donut. And I love dollars more than I love donuts. I bet you he did. I'm going to play it one more time, then we're going to go to the Barkley one, and then we out of here.
Like this, Shaq. You're still an employee. Shut your mouth. You don't have a brand. Because the last time I checked, Superman was a white dude with a cape. He does.
How many rings did Shaq got? How many rings he got? Him and Kobe? No, because did he get one at Miami? What? Was he at Miami when Dwayne Wade? Now I'm talking pre-LeBron. And that's where everybody was talking. And when LeBron was talking, Dwayne Wade, even though I think he's a fucking goofball, especially with this Gabrielle Union stuff and the crap he let her do to his damn son, but Dwayne Wade got a ring by himself. And I ain't diminishing the teammates with him. You know, he had some solid, because, you know, Udonis Haslem ain't no joke. Yeah, okay, so he has 4. Okay, he got 1 in Miami. Okay, I thought he did. So he got rings. They made a movie. He got a couple of rap albums. I don't listen to that stuff, but I know he got them. He's in with the Fushnikins. La Schmoove, we ain't got nothing to prove. I remember that stuff. Shaq Diesel. I remember the Diesel stuff. Yeah, vicariously, she running him. Gabrielle is. He got his rings. He got his movies. He got his albums. I remember the Blue Chip movie. The thing is, I didn't know. I watched Shaq play basketball at Cole High School in San Antonio. Irv C, he know where Cole High School is. He lived there too. Don't nobody know you, LaVar, besides doing goofy stuff like this and your flash in the pan with the Big Baller brand. I was pulling for you. Married man, no children outside of wedlock. You and your wife still together. You didn't leave her when she got sick. Raised your kids. Basketball. I was pulling for you. But when you do stuff like this, I can't F with you. Yeah, he won with Wade. Okay. Yeah. Did any of his sons win a championship? No, I don't think so. Not yet. I don't think so. Because then they got in trouble over in China stealing stuff. Trump get him out of trouble, and he still dissed Trump. He ain't do nothing for my sons. He ain't do nothing for them. He got on TV saying that he called over there. He ain't do anything. Yes, he did. Whether you like it or not. And he ain't do them because they was your kids. He just done them because they were American kids and they done got effed up over in China. And plus he didn't like China anyway. But still, why are you messing with Shaq? You ain't got nothing else better to do. And like you gonna sit up here in front of Eastern European white dude that sits here that got a history of dudes getting arrested after they leave his show, dudes catching charges, RICO cases, all kind of other stuff after they leave his show. Sitting up here doing this crap. And I still say, and Lord Jamar, look, man, I was a Grand Poobah fan because I was still listening to rap when Grand Poobah was out. Okay. So what's stopping you, Jamar? What's stopping you? You know how easy it is to build a setup like Vlad got? All you got to go cheap ass Walmart folding chair. Throw a couple of monitors up. My po ass got 3 monitors. Monitors so damn cheap. He got 2, I got 3. 4K camera. You can get a decent 4K camera now. You can get a real good one for $3,000. You can get a real good one for $3,000 that you ain't gonna outgrow for a long time. Okay? A cheap ass folding chair and set up a little ass studio and sit yourself up there with a mic. Just because you Lord Jamar Grand Poobah, people gonna come. Rappers is gonna come. Black entertainers is gonna come. They gonna come. So why did you have to sit up there across from this clown for all them years, and it took you all that time? And think about this, y'all. When Lord Jamar and Vlad finally fell out, and he made that video and all this other stuff and smack talking, black people still going to Vlad's show after what he said about black people and people like Lord Jamar. And Lord Jamar ought to be thanking him for allowing him to have a voice, even though Grand Poobah was out rapping before DJ Vlad was even a thing. Is it just me? There's no way I could, and I ain't no Lord Jamar fan. I'm a Grand Poobah fan, as in musically, but so far as his ideology and all that other stuff, I ain't no fan. Ain't no way in hell I would have went on there. Hell, Ain't no way in hell I would have went on there after how he set Tommy up, whether you like Tommy Sotomayor or not. With what's his name going on there with his bull crap with the damn Crispy trophy, which was you gonna give make a black Sambo-ish trophy and give it to another black man in front of a white man on his show. You gonna give a Sambo-ish trophy from one black man to another, I don't even want to say his name, to another black man on a white man's show. Let me put the next video up. I feel myself getting heated. I feel I can feel it. I can feel it. Excuse me, folks. Let me see. Where is it? Is that it? Yep, there it is. Okay. Last one, and we getting out of here. I don't like any. I don't either. But I ain't never had a big. In full disclosure, I done two 101s with Tommy and 2 panels with Tommy back in the day. You know, like a lot of people say, well, I don't. Not saying you, but what's up, Bun? And I heard a lot of people say, well, I ain't saying what Tommy said ain't the truth. He just don't have to be so harsh with what he's saying. And why do he always be showing these videos of black women fighting, pulling weave out and all this other stuff? He didn't make the video. You know, he didn't make Tommy didn't shoot the video. He didn't record the video. Find what online? Oh, mine? What Tommy? What YouTube killed this channel? They struck his channel down, remember? Because that's where all that stuff was. It was on his platform. And when YouTube, and if you a content creator, you already know when the channel's gone, everything that all your streams and everything is gone. Everybody I know that met Tommy in person said he's a good cat. Everything, I talk, Lord Jamar only left because Vlad lied on and didn't apologize to Farrakhan. Jamar ignored the Vlad. Tommy, yeah, he did. Everybody I know that's that met Tommy in person, except for the ones that, jumped on him and he ain't even fight back. So he was supposed to fight in a room of 17 Negroes. He was supposed to throw hands with 17 Negroes. Well, all 17 ain't come to fight him. It was only 4 that came to fight him. Okay, so he was supposed to throw hands with 4 Negroes. I tell you what, you could be Mike Tyson and you take me and Truth Teller and Sly and Form Runner. Me, Sly, Truth, and Form Runner. Tyson can't whoop all 4 of us. And he's a professional. He's our age. What are you talking about? Yeah, he could. But the thing is, like I said, so he was supposed to throw hands. Okay, it was 17, but only 4 of them would have fought him. So he was supposed to throw hands with 4 dudes in New York, in they hood. Yeah, come on, man. Like I say, everybody I know that met him personally said, man, this dude is pretty freaking cool. But like I say, man, look, I ain't throwing hands with Tyson look here. If it's me, Form Runner, Truth, and Sly, Tyson don't stand a chance. He don't stand a chance. He can't whoop all 4 of us. He can't. Because he's going to be getting hit from 4 different angles. One of the dudes had a knife. Okay, so he ain't, man, look here. Knife beats knuckles at every fight I've seen, but I ain't talking them ones on TV. Knife beats knuckles. Hey, pig sticker beat knuckles. There's no way in hell. There's black men that I don't like. I mean, I do not like you. Yeah, I do not like you. Now, it ain't like me against 4 of them, and I got 100-yard standoff, and I got Susie Q that's over there in the corner, because that's different. Y'all in the world of hurt. You ain't going to make it. But up close and personal, where you can feel the person's breath on you, you could be a person. I don't like nothing about you, from what you say to how you say it to the clothes you wear to the style of your freaking haircut. There's no way I would get up. Well, sometimes the thing is, Tommy was already there, and they came up like, "Yo, what's up, Tom?" Like, "How you doing?" "Oh, crap." They got you. Yeah, exactly. He didn't even see it. You're right. I watched it. He didn't even see it. It wasn't a planned thing like they was going to meet up the squab, That ain't how it went down. Just some haters. Haters running packs, man. But ain't no way in hell I would sit up on this white dude platform that's known to kick up the stuff that he do and give somebody a trophy or go up there and whatnot in their face. I'm tap dancing for this dude. That's what I'm doing. I'm shoe shuffling. I'm doing what they claim, what the pro-wax claim that conservative blacks do. That's what you doing. That's what they doing. And it's all over the place. I done it for clips and views. You wrong. I done it and I meant it. You wrong. I done it for both. You still wrong. You got a Sambo-esque thing made and gave it to another black man on a white man's show for the whole world to see. Wow. I can live and let live, but I'll stay over here. I'll stay away from you. Let's go ahead and get this one done so we can get out of here. Yep, we ain't made, because I wanted to get out before 2 hours, and we got 15 minutes.
Talking about on TNT, you talking about your dogs, Yoo-hoo and Boo-hoo. What about you talking about your damn kids and your wife or whatever? No, you ain't doing that. You ain't no family guy. And don't talk about my boy stealing glasses or doing nothing, and you was a drunk back in the day and a gambler.
But your boy did steal glasses, and he was drunk and drinking his own money and gambling his own money.
So don't tell me.
That's McGinnis. McGinnis was a hell of a football player. Man, he will tackle you so hard he'll rattle the teeth in your mouth.
About the bad things that you've done and try to act like you somebody now. You're not that person, dog. So I don't like you at all. I seen.
How many times Charles always say, "I am not a role model"? He even had a commercial saying that, "I am not a role model. Don't try to fashion your kids after me." Yeah, McGinnis. Yeah. Don't try to fashion your kids after me. You are the parents. You be they role model. He's Willie McGinnis. He's damn good football player. Damn good football player. So that's what he said. That's what he said. Chuck been saying that. Now, some of the younger cats may not remember that commercial from the 80s, but I do. I do, because, I'm in that same age bracket. And he know it too. He knows it. He's seen the commercial. Yeah. He's ignoring it so he can call out, so he can go up here and tap dance for Mr. Charlie.
At a game when Mom was with the Lakers and he was going to commentate or whatever, he tried to come at me and shake my hand. I looked through him like glass.
Willie, I love you as a stud. You're a stud in your day, but I was a stud in my day. Listen, there's no way,
LaVar Ball, the CEO of Big Baller Brand, completely destroys Charles Barkley. We're going to get it.
Play this a little bit back again. Yeah, you destroying a man that ain't here to defend himself. Okay.
What about you talking about your damn kids and your wife or whatever? No, you ain't doing that. You ain't no family guy. And don't talk about my boy stealing classes or doing nothing. And you was a drunk back in the day and a gambler. So don't tell me about the bad things that you've done and try to act like you somebody now. You're not that person, dog. So I don't like you at all. I seen him at a game when Mom was with the Lakers and he was going to commentate or whatever. He tried to come at me and shake my hand. I looked through him like glass.
Willie, I love you.
What he mad about? I don't know. He mad at the world. He went after Shaq. He went after Barkley. He went after Stephen A. And he went after Jordan. Now, you know, Jordan probably I doubt Jordan probably ain't going to say a damn thing. Shaq going to say something. We know Shaq going to say something. Barkley probably won't say anything. I don't know. Jordan ain't going to say nothing. Jordan ain't even going to waste time with this guy. Because the only thing he got to do, where my thing go? Let me move myself. Go over here and get next to the moon. The moons. This Jordan. Poof. And you just go flying. Poof. While he got one hanging one in the air with the force, and then just use your foot to kick off the one trying to attack you from the back. That's his complaints. I don't know. I don't know what his problem is. But anyway, y'all, I don't like that. I don't like this. No, Vlad, as long as you black and you attacking somebody else black, or you dropping duds or dope or the skinny on somebody else black, no, he ain't had a gun. He had the gun. I know. I just left. This, that, and other. Nope, he didn't sign that deal. They made one check, and all four of them had to split one check. Now tell one of them to come up here and refute that. As long as you doing that, Vlad, put your ass in that creakety crackety ass folding chair with no armrest. Because you dragging people that's done made it. I don't like Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley is probably good for the rest of his life. I don't like Shaq. Nick, I thought you said you ain't like that no vaccine, no I didn't. I thought you said you don't like it. I didn't. And he didn't take the game seriously. He didn't. How can you say that? His free throw shooting percentage. He never worked on his free throws. He didn't care. He didn't feel he had to. He always said, I'll make them when they count. Last time I checked, they all count. If you make them, they count. If you don't make them, they don't count. That's a dumbass saying to say, I make them when they count. What the hell does that mean?
Man, this is some bullshit.
Man, you better go somewhere with that, man. Anyway, y'all, Vlad's favorite movie is The Django Unchained. Look, we're done. Already got, because then I got them Transformer videos. But I mean, yeah. But I'm doing them all. That's all we gonna, we got to do that Ryan Carson dude that got with Mr. BLM supporter that got killed by a black dude. We got to do that one. We already done. We got to do that one. and a Dallas-Fort Worth public defender that's been arrested for having sexual relations with an inmate. We got to do that one. And then we got the two, oh shoot, man, I forgot. Oh, I done messed it up. It's too late. I got to do the one when Gavin banged your wife Newsom, where he swore in that Black Rainbow Rider chick that's from Baltimore and then signed her in to be California, history's first Black openly lesbian. Fuck out of here. Shaq should have at least 7 rings when these white liberals gonna learn. I don't know. Yeah, but that's what we got to do. We got to do the public defender one. Ryan Carson stabbed to death by that Pookie. Hey, bro, stop kicking in that door. Stab, 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 stab. I ain't making fun that the guy died, but dead. But man, what were you thinking? What the hell were you thinking? And then when he is running away, he looking back and ran into the park and ran into the bench. Bam. And that's what tripped him up, because he looking back running and ran. And that's when he's on the ground. That's when Pookie stabbed him. And guess what, y'all? I don't know if y'all know this. I found this out this morning. His girlfriend that was with him, she ain't even trying to help them to put the boy away. Bedford Stuyvesant, do or die, best die. So, okay, so we got the public defender with the swapping bodily fluids. Having improper relations.
Man, this is some bullshit.
With an inmate, and Ryan Carson. And we got two videos. Gen Z Transformer, that was the poster child, for the Rainbow Riders. She's decided to detransition. And the other one is a female who transitioned at 16, is suing the doctors over a double mastectomy. Y'all didn't hear me. Let me say that again. A female, natural born female, who transitioned at 16, which means she had to have parental help. She was 16. She wasn't an adult. Is suing the doctors that done the double mastectomy. That done what they asked you to do. I'm suing you. For what? You cut off my tatas. You asked us to cut off your tatas. So I was 16. You shouldn't have done it. That's the next stream, folks. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. That woman in that video that Truth sent us earlier has a whole detransitioning channel. Yes, I seen it. There's another chick that got it too. I ain't watch it. I know it exists, but yeah, her parents failed her. Exactly. And I already covered the one that faked like she was a man, but she is a woman and a reporter just to get in the men thing, and realize how hard men actually had it. And then after she revealed that she was a chick to them, she went back on and she murked herself. Some chicks think being a man is easy. We don't have nowhere near the options. And the only safety net for men is called the floor. There is no net to catch men when they fall. It's called death, the streets, or the penitentiary. That's it. But real dudes, we know that going in. So anyway, that's what's going to be on the next stream, folks. I appreciate all of y'all coming out. My Doom visit Planet Arrakis T-shirt. Dune, y'all know I gotta have something. So y'all, I appreciate everybody coming out. We'll do this again. I'll put my little intro up. Thanks, Lanice. I appreciate you. And hey, good. I know you gonna do us proud on that certification. I know you is. She gonna be talking, Nick. Well, here's the thing. I need to straighten out your live stream. You need to get this, and I'm this, that, and other. Then she gonna hand me a bill. I ain't even agreed to this stuff yet. You gonna pay it or not? Damn, here we go with this crap. Hoodwinked again. So them will be the 4 that we'll do on the next one here. And I already know some people gonna be in they fifis over them detransitioners. I know they is. But I'm gonna tell the little sheriff next time, you need to hold out for at least a 5 spot before you come. Don't be keeping secrets for free. Secrets, people gotta pay for you to keep them. That's how that's gonna work. Y'all be good and be safe. Bye.